6'3". Tony, players said that he was the most fired up he's kind of been because of the similar styles between the two.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I remember the game we played when we had Pitt, and at halftime it was kind of one of these slugfests. And I came in and I said, I'm loving this. This is good. Now I'm exhausted now. I can only imagine how they are. But the ability to play against a team where it's going to be a war, you're going to have to fight to get good looks. And we struggled, but you just know it's not going to come easy all game. It's not going to. And we tried to embrace that. They certainly did. And I take my hat off to them because I know Jamie and I respect them. But for those guys, for the third day in a row, we've played two, to have that kind of tenacity, it's what they are, and it's what we want to be. And I thought our guys stepped up. But yeah, I'm not saying I like winning, I like playing in all different kinds of games, but it's just, you know you're going to have to earn it, and when you get it, it feels good.
Defensively, everybody knows that you like to lock down, but it seems like you guys even had extra blocks today.
Yeah.
Kind of a lot of different people in on it.
We had to, because we actually got broken down a couple times on the perimeter, and we always talk about it, people making plays offensively to win games. We actually made plays defensively when our defense broke down. The guys just came in. We had 5 or 6 blocks. It was all different guys. And the last one obviously was huge by Justin. But at the rim, to get some of those were big because you don't want to give up stuff at the rim. When a team gets an easy bucket on you in games like this, it's like a little tear. And it bothers you because you pride yourself on that. And to kind of erase those, which our guys did, was shot me out.
It seems like a lot of guys, coaches maybe. One more question. A lot of coaches say that the regular season championship might mean more than the tournament just because it's over a longer stretch of time. But Joe just said that the ACC Tournament championship would be more special. Where do you fall in that?
Yeah, I think they're both. I don't think one should cheapen the other because you play over 18 games and that's a war. And this is a phenomenal. This is the best out of the ACC Tournament. So I think they're both elite, and you do everything you can. You just look at our history. We're trying to add another one where we don't have a lot of either of them, and it'd be very special.
What do you think it'll go 5.5 minutes without a field goal down the stretch there?
Yeah, that we got stagnant. Were you in the press room? Okay. I just thought we got stagnant, and it was one of those games where it was hard to score. Thankfully, our defense, they showed resiliency where our defense didn't let us down, and either we made the big blocks or they didn't get on big runs scoring. But I thought we were tired. I thought we were stagnant. And then to get that bucket that we did was huge, and make the free throws was just enough. And I wish we could have been more fluid, smoother, get them, but it was just one of those games, and you could feel it. And that's why sort of last man standing was going to get that.
Justin made a point of coming over and giving a high five to you after the block. What was your vantage point at that play?
Yeah, Justin will give a high five to anybody who's near him, so that's but it was great. I said he unfolded. You could see it. He didn't foul. He gave enough cushion, but if he didn't get it, it was going to have to be a rainbow and a heck of a shot to make. And his length and his ability to do that, he's changed a lot of games for us with whether it's a block in transition or that right there. I wasn't surprised, and I liked his discipline to really make it clear that it wasn't even going to be close to a foul. So I was very thankful for that.
And they say they feed off of you, that you don't get too high or too low on those sidelines, that calm demeanor kind of calms them down. You agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think you just got to sense what you need at times. You got to. We talk about it's like an oven door. Don't open that oven door. It's got to burn hot when you step between the lines, all right? And there's times they need to be steady, but they got to know there's a quiet fire burning in there, and I think they're all like that. And at times you got to get after it, and I think it's just feeling it out. But they're mature. They know what's going on. They're just trying to be polite to their coach. I think you got to be true to your temperament, but you got to understand in games like this, you better be sound. You better keep your composure, but you better be tough as heck. And I think that's what I tried to get across to our guys last night after the game and during the game about digging in. And I thought they did.
Do you worry at all about how much gas you have left in the tank? 2 tough physical games in 2 days.
Yeah, no, those are 2 physical teams. But that's where the depth hopefully comes in, and we'll see where we're at. But I'm excited for the opportunity, and I'd rather be in this spot than not be in this spot. And I believe that the mind is a powerful thing, and this is what it's about.
What will your message be to them for tomorrow? Because it's an awfully big day. It's an awfully big day for them.
No,
a game and then the selection show.
It's just. Don't get too high, don't get too low. You play the right way, have a chance to, hopefully we can get it. But our key has always been, worrying about our quality, our process, and it hasn't changed for us. We don't look, now we can be the second team ever in Virginia to win it. We'll celebrate that if we do it. But But the way we're going to do it is just by locking in, being sound in the little areas, cleaning up some of the breakdowns in this game, and hopefully we have that opportunity.
When you guys talk about locking in, how much time do you guys spend in a practice on defense? So obviously, it seems like every time you guys need to get a stop, they're prepared for the situation.
Yeah, we work at it. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not, but it's become a little more of their identity. I mean, I'm not one of those that's, hey, 90% defense and we don't even bring the balls up. I think it's a pretty even split, 60-40, 50. I don't know. We spend our time, we work at it, but it's not something that it's something that started a few years ago with these guys. It's a system and it's ingrained in them, and then it's the discipline on their part to be. We always talk about sustaining. Can you sustain through a possession, through a game, and make teams earn? And that's kind of our calling card.
Someone with your background, what was better, Brogdon's game winner against them in Pittsburgh, or this?
I think Brogdon's was more, because it was just one of those where you hit it and everybody jumping around in that setting. But I'm enjoying them both. Some of those blocks, I feel like they compromised our defense a few times and we just made some plays. So I want to watch the tape. But for what was at stake to get into a championship. But we needed that game to win a regular season one, so they're both huge.
You laughed about it in the postgame, but having your dad here, what does that mean to you?
It's great. He has had a huge influence on my philosophy, my coaching career, and it's your father, So to be able to, like what I always told people when I played for him, I said to be able to go through the ups and downs with someone that you love, your father, is special. And the fact that he was here able to see that, and then, who knows what he'll see tomorrow is great. And I love his insight. He's uncanny with the things he sees. And he went to the Green Bay game, and then he came to this one. But occasionally he'll watch him on TV, but he knows what we're trying to do. And any little input, I can get, I listen to it and decide if I want to apply it or not. But I know it's good to have.
Is he sitting behind the bench?
No. He sat wherever the coaches' tickets are. It's like they don't. Yeah, I think the players' tickets are behind the bench. The coaches' tickets are off across. Yeah.
Did he get in last night?
Early this morning. I didn't know. I really didn't know. He told me he wasn't.
You?
Yeah. I told him in the media room.
Where's he live, Tony?
Wisconsin. He's there. Yep.
But he just booked everything.
No.
yesterday?
I'm sorry. My mom and dad drove. They've been here for about. They got here on Tuesday, so they were going to come and plan on going to the NCAA tournament. Yeah. So they're staying with us. Yeah. So they've been with us for like a week and a half.
Okay. Tomorrow you got.
Sounds a little more dramatic the way it is. But it's good for print, right? So,
Tony, tomorrow you got more. Watch the games and give you that feedback, or are you happy with the level you kind of get from him?
I told him I want him to do whatever he wants. We've had so many great memories together, and I'm just thankful that we're getting to enjoy this. And if he can do it, great. If he doesn't, I wish he wasn't. Yeah, he's got an interest, and he just wrestles with. He wants it to go so well, and he loves these kids, these guys, and then he says sometimes he, like his own kids, he'll get mad if he sees them break down, and it's kind of funny, but it's all good.
Tony, tomorrow you've got two separate tests with either Jabari Parker or TJ
Correct.
Warren. What do you do for each one? If you could just a breakdown on I know you don't know who you're going to play, but
I mean, they're both great scorers. Make them earn. You got to make them earn. You can't let them get going. Whether it's at the free throw line, offensive rebounds, easy scores, they gotta earn. And I think that's the key whenever you play any player that's good. They can get going. That's how they get their rhythm. But it's like, boy, every time they get the ball, they got to hit those tough shots. And if you can do that, that gives you the best chance to stop.
Tony, how big of a role is depth, say?
I see how I don't know in minutes. I played Malcolm 37, played London 35, Joe 30. How many deep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went 9 deep, but Evan only played 2 minutes in the first half. Darian played 9 minutes. Mike played. So there's still some heavy minutes for the majority of them. But to be able to go to the bench and know if we get in foul trouble or we need some energy, it's significant. And we're not just a 5-man team. We've got a solid, I can go 9 or 10 deep, and that's been big.
Thank you.
Yep.